it is the fault of someone who brings business to Ghana and decided to expand it the way he wanted, not the fault of the government, right? That possibly makes it impossible for these local traders to produce that same products in their country other than to import it. It is not the fault of the government that probably couldn't put together or set aside the fund to help the local traders to be able possibly form a union and begin to import their own stuff themselves. It is the fault of a man who came to solve a problem, or a woman who came to solve a problem, a gap in the market legitimately, not illegally, legitimately. It is not the government of Ghana that is accusing these traders of doing any illegal trading or malpractices. It is the local traders who have become so angry that, they will lose their businesses if these suppliers fails to sell to them and continue to open their own retail shops. Similarly, in Nigeria, an average Ronuku or another Dons Nigerian who knows very well that when it comes to this importing and what have you, of course, the Igbos kind of like dominates the area. And to hurt the Igbos, we must stop importation. Who is going to stop importation other than your government? Then they blame the Igbos, whose main aim is business, filling in the gap, not the government, that makes it so almost impossible, unprofitable to produce those things in Nigeria. He said he thinks deep. I'm somebody who thinks deep. What kind of thinking deep is that? So if the supplier stops supplying your market, what happens? Would you not close your shop? So what are you going to do? You probably now would what? Form a union that you can form now if you want to. But no, that is what politicized, weaponized hatred looks like. They said it's because the Igbos are importing to Nigeria. That is why Nigeria cannot produce things. How do you actually really sit down and reason like that when your government, your criminal government, continue to brag of how much money they are making from what people are paying on importation, forgetting the fact that the much money they think they are making from importation, it is you that is going to pay it back. Is that not a simple economics? Again, every shop or what have you that you go that they are selling spare parts. The Ronukus ordinarily believes that it must be owned by the Igbos. They are the ones into that place. You cannot do competition with them. But again, I am yet to see any form of a program. This time around, let's even use that same Lagos. I am yet to see a government program, right, that says in the business of spare parts production, importation, we need to create 100 standard Yoruba spare parts importers and traders, and government is going to give them this money. There's none. But you are not worried. You don't even know where they are getting their money from. You don't know how much they are having to actually like cough out in order to have access to this money that they are using to run their business. You don't care about that. You are just so worried that why are they controlling everything? They want to control everything. What do you mean they want to control everything? The people that want you to believe that they want to control everything, what exactly are they providing for you? So that at least that can be an advantage, a leverage, because nobody is providing the same money for them from their own place. Nobody is saying, okay, you know what? Enugu state government, all of you going to Lagos. You should come to Enugu state government house. We are going to mobilize you with 100 million naira. Go and multiply it in Lagos. You don't even care how that comes by. The economics around, behind that. And of course, the supposed role of your own government, if they care for you, people don't even think that and say, Omo, in Yoruba land, when it comes to fabric importing or manufacturing, there are at least over 200 locally sponsored multi-billionaire fabric merchants who have their factories. They can't even provide you electricity that can help you to be productive all over the country. You're not looking at those who are really responsible for the imbalance in this whole thing. It's like somebody saying, oh, they are importing fake drugs. Hey, how did the fake drug get into your country? How did it get into the stores? How did they manage to sell it to people? Who are those who have the power, the authority to prevent all of that and even jail them? But you are not angry with those ones. You are not sad that some people are so comfortable taking bribes in, aiding all the illegalities. But you kind of rub your rage of other legalities on the lack of probably, competitiveness. So the politicians milked that. You're looking around and wondering, this one came from this place, this one comes from here. The biggest investor in Yoruba land right now is from Kano. Is Dangote. Here you get. So there is no means of creating wealth locally. When you have 100 people in this particular field, 100 here, and over the time they will create another 100, another 100. And before you know it, you have created a buzzing and bubbling economy that is beyond even just Lagos. But you all know where the wealth is really kind of like pocketed. The pocket of the criminal politicians and their friends. But you are a tribal champion and all that, proud of it, have to defend ourselves. Now there is a problem. I was just, scrolling on the TikTok. Then I came across these collections of videos. I was like, Kilotun Shelembi, what's going on here? But what I found is quite shocking and sad. Because inside Ronu, there's also another Ronu. And there's more Ronu inside all Ronu. Thank you, Chare. I know about eleganza. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, we used to have all these flour mills, Odua Group then. We used to have all of these kind of like industries back then. Majority of those, they were creation of the Western region at the time. If you kind of go back, right, you will realize that somehow, majority of their successes were linked to the program of the government of the Western region that made access to, to funding for some of those, because they are more or less like what government wanted to do. Wanted to do this, wanted to build this plant, wanted to build this manufacturing, this or that. But we're not build up this farm settlement that's going to be based on, cultivating this particular crop and all that. And it will be serving this, but, all over Yoruba land, that is no longer existing. You know what I mean? Rather, people just feel like, some people are dominating this area. If they are dominating this area, there should be a chance to what? If you feel like the people should be, you get people empowered in that area. You support them enough that at least, right, you create that balance enough that there will be no room for all this bad belly, politically motivated hatred. Anyway, me, I say I am a Yoruba. I didn't know that me as an Ijebu man, that is also a Yoruba man, I am actually referred to as Kootu. So they said, some said that they are the Oyo, I think the Oyo people who originally believes that they are the original Yorubas and all that. So these guys are on TikTok and they're saying, no, they are Odudu ones. Quite confusing, right? Then they started mocking every other Yoruba subgroup. And I'm like, hey, wow. So inside Ronu, there is even more Ronu. And if you unwrap it, there is another Ronu endlessly. here.
Yoruba to hide their identity. They are not part of us. Now, if saga their Oni, we are your people, we get the secret of Oni of Ife. You understand? We get their secret. Now, if saga them anyhow, that will no consign us. No be with the saga una. You get me una, they call them by their names.
Put me on this screen, please. Please, put me on this screen.
Okay, I don't put you on big screen.
You see, these are the people.
Like.
If you want to identify them from Yoruba, look at them. You see, they are the mama ko. Now they be that too. Mama ko.
I can't cool.
Wala not too much.
Now the court king be that too. I beg go Bikonu. Now their king be that. Now their king go. We have nothing to do with court. Now their king be that.
Go to people.
Mama ko.
We have nothing to do with them.
I can't cool. No, I tell you.
So please.
I can't cool.
Please, we are different. I beg.
This is priesthood, not royalty.
You get?
I can't cool. You don't put the mark for your face.
Now. Anybody
let me see your face. You don't put the mark.
Something. I not be cold too. I beg my people. I be Yoruba. No, if you want to see them,
No, because
you can't put mark for your face.
best way to identify Mama ko.
Call to mark.
You see what people for eye? You see am? I be this.
my brother be my coach.
You see am? Mama ko. Now they be that. You see am?
Call to mark.
Those are the code too. They are not Yorubas, please, and they are our slaves. Now let us talk facts. Out of the 7 children of Oduduwa, we have them. They are all heading. They are all kings of kingdom right now. If we ask them which of the 7 Oduduwa children is Oni, they have no answer to that. Oromiyo, who found Oyo Empire and found Benin Empire, is one of the Oduduwa son. Ask them which one of Oduduwa son is this nigger right here. They have no answer to that. Mama ko.
Oni na slave. Oni of Ife na slave. You get na slave we no get identity. You understand? So we are your people go they come live. You get go they try educate people. All these people where they use our name, where they tarnish our name online, they are not Yorubas. You understand? They are called code too. Now what we just want to make you guys know, people from other tribes, they are not Yorubas. All this Kamabola, 20 Life to Life, Yalo the Empire, all these low lives from Ondo and Ekiti, Ijebu, Egba, they are not Yorubas. They have nothing to do with us. The only thing we just join us together now because they speak our language. They are speaking our language.
Mr. Didayo.
Mongboy. Ma? Absolutely.
Please tell News 24 to screen record this our life.
Woman. The Pikin too can be governor of Osun State, but you go see all these low life culture people. They go talk say Davido Pikin no fit be governor. Davido people because he don't marry.
Wọ́n parí o. N ta dúró sí lórí pé kì í ṣọmọ Yorùbá. Èyí tí afẹ́fẹ́ ti fẹ́ ta ti ní fùrọ̀ adìyẹ yìí. Ẹ̀rọ àgbọ̀ o, a sì ní gbà. Àwo kì í ṣọmọ Yorùbá la dúró sí lórí kò sẹ́ni tó lè bá wa sọ. Ọmọ Odùduwà la wá.
Ẹ wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni mo sọ náà
Òdodo.
ẹ máa gbọ́ bí gbogbo yín ṣe wà ń bíbáyìí ọmọ 50 years ń bẹ́nu yín tó sì yọ̀ǹgì dáadáa ẹ lọ sọ́yọ̀ yẹn.
ọmọ tó bá rí bó ṣe wà yẹn ó yẹ ọkùnrin tó bá lójú inú ni mò ń sọ tó bá rí dámì bó ṣe wà yóò yẹ kó ń gba ní blocking straight kó má bàa rí mọ́ kó má bàa rí mọ́ tó bá ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gba ní blocking kó má bàa padà rí.
irú àwa báyìí ò tẹ̀ rí.
láàdù tó ń fà máa òkúta tó wà ń bẹ̀ máa yọ kúrò ń bẹ̀ máa sàbígbà tó bá ń sa ẹ̀wà.
On social media, so those of us who, I mean, that's why I said that the inside Ronu, another Ronu day, because inside Ronu, right, they have classes of citizens. Here you get those who are like first class Yoruba, second class, third class, up to 12th class. Do you understand? So they have that. While some believes that, others are like their slaves, like you heard in that clip. So it is all mode of confusion created by, I love that word, scallywags, nuisance. And it is because it is a kind of line of social media thought right now, which is, like I said, politicized. So the conversation spread just like that. It's tribe versus tribe, ethnic versus ethnic. We have this, you are our slave. And these are people who are in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. These are people, especially those who are in Nigeria, these are people who are facing an existential threat to their lives, economically, security-wise, and in many ways. As we speak, they dedicate so much time debating who is superior, who is inferior, who is this and who is that. Somebody said that the Nigerian politicians just win jackpot because they are running a country that is populated by easily distracted people. I don't want to use the other word. That one is like, it's not nice or palatable, Then this young man was like, I've missed everything going on. And as much as some of you are fantasizing with Nepal, this is actually real time to let you know that except something is done, except you act, no one is going to do it. So that's on TikTok.
Show now they see what be the meaning of protest. Show now they see what be the meaning of protest for Nepal. But now, once they start protest for Nigeria or they start protest for any states, now to carry DJ enter center of road, start with the dance rubbish dance. Now to carry a gay enter center of road, start with the fried chicken, the fried turkey, the cook soup for center of road, the play ball for center of road. Una say una the protest. Sure, una just wait to be the meaning of protesting. Una just say the meaning of protesting. Protest go start. None of una go say more lead squad, go politician ask or say okay, mona you go show us one cancel or ask more tear head. No, say no. Now to the cook rice, to the do TikTok challenge for SI protest, to the do TikTok challenge for SI protest, to the guard come out for SI protest. You see flying kick where they give prime minister flying kicking. They chose to meet prime minister here in 4 months. I don't be your con more your gather go find Okpewolo. More your tea Okpewolo head. See, in fact, the protest why they want me, you're starting. Not before this Mugu protest. First of all, the people who you feel locating, now all those Okpewolo SSC. No man them and what they call the other one. Those two first. More you use those two to start. Then if those two don't go report to governor, say what is up. Say change, not still come from those two. Say they want they assume. Now to get everybody down. All those police with the phone say they at. If we don't start now to the throw skipping rope and to the play tete now na sabi turn out to thief. Una go start to this until the thief till they rob people where they follow now the protest, people where they follow now they suffer. Una go start to this until they rob them. You hear say they rob anybody for Nepal, say they go rob any poor citizen. Not be all the politicians as they go, they lose as they lose.
just reaction to Nepal, just in case if you get to that point of trying to replicate it. So it's just giving you some heads up, like